These people thought you were too dumb to recognize they were being condescending. You see, women who are jealous and envious of other women, women who like to somehow make other women feel inferior to them when they actually feel inferior to that woman, they use condescension and condescending language in order to make themselves appear bigger while making another woman appear smaller. You see, women who are often jealous and envious of other women, they use phrases like little. Not Little, but Lil, little. Everything becomes little. Oh, your little outfit is cute. Your little job is cute. Oh, your little this, your little that. That's a woman's way of trying to make you seem small and make her appear bigger. You see, this is not just a woman thing. Men do these kind of things as well when they get threatened by your accomplishments, when they get threatened by how you carry yourself, when they get threatened by your intellect. Everything becomes little. Everything becomes not that important. But for a person who use condescension, who use condescending language, what you're doing is so important that they feel the need to be condescending. See, people only use condescending language, and you might experience this often if you're a woman in the workplace and you happen to have a wealth of knowledge. Other women do not like being around women who are highly successful, very knowledgeable, and if you're also beautiful, they will often use condescending language on you in an attempt to make you feel inferior so that they can appear to be bigger. You see, one of the downfalls of being a woman who knows her stuff, for being a woman who is very smart, very wise, but also very beautiful, is that people will try to talk to you like you're stupid. When you're a woman who is classy, who is kind, who is gracious, you don't necessarily wear your accomplishments on your sleeve. Some people will look at that as an opportunity to try to make you look dumb. And they do it in the form of condescending behavior and condescending language. You know, when somebody envies the fact that you're a woman in a place or in a position that they themselves don't necessarily see you in because they're jealous of you, you know, sometimes, and I've seen this and I really haven't addressed this too much, but I'm going to address it in this video. Especially in the workplace, you have some women, especially some older women, who tend to get very jealous and envious of some of the younger women that come into the environment because they're very intellectual, they're very knowledgeable, they have done the work to be where they are, but because they're young, sometimes women, especially older women, who get jealous of those younger women who are knowledgeable, professional, and beautiful in the workplace, they try to use condescension, condescending behavior to make those women feel as if even if you know what you know, you will never know more than me. And this is where women sometimes, when they feel threatened or intimidated by other women, they like to use their age alone and their seniority as a means to say that they're somehow better than you, even though you're getting received and recognized as the professional, as knowledgeable, as somebody that others really rely on as a source of information. Women who tend to be a little bit older in the workplace and are jealous of younger women, they are known for using condescending language. And I have dealt with this in the workplace myself from older women simply because they wanted me to feel stupid. And many of you might deal with those kind of things in the workplace and in life in general. When a woman is jealous and envious of another woman and she has age on you, and this video is not explicitly about older women toward younger women, but let's be real, these kind of things happen. And when it comes to this condescending language and trying to make you appear stupid or slow or as if you really don't know what you know, when older women, not all, that goes without saying, but I'll say it, when older women tend to get jealous of younger women, their go-to is condescending language. It's like that's their way of putting you in your place because they feel like, who are you? Who are you, this young thing coming into the workplace trying to do my job better than me? Who are you coming into this environment trying to steal the shine away from me? And see, you might not be a woman who's doing anything except for being yourself. You could be very kind, very classy. People just gravitate to you. Even in the workplace, you could be very professional, but because you're coming with a certain wealth of knowledge, people are drawn to you. And women who tend to be a little bit older and jealous and intimidated by the younger women, that's when they start trying to mommy you. And this is not just exclusively with older women to younger women, because you have some younger women who get jealous of younger women and attempt to mommy them as well. But when an older woman is jealous of a younger woman, her mommying behavior and her condescension goes into overdrive. It's as if whatever you do, whatever you accomplish, no matter how great, she will always look at it as, oh, good girl, very condescending, as if, okay, that's all you got. In the workplace, when a woman who's jealous of you and she happens to be older than you, when she sees you accomplish something, she is quick to compare you to. Older women, and I don't know, and I'm not saying this in a disrespectful way because I know a lot of older women follow me on my channel, but we talk about everything here. When older women tend to be jealous of younger women and they try to be condescending and just try to be smart, they always like to play the been there, done that game. So it's as if whatever you are doing, whatever you are wearing, whatever you're accomplishing, been there, done that. You could say that you became the president of the United States and you dated one of the top executives in whatever big company, and she will say, been there, done that. It's her way of saying, you're not better than me, so stop acting like it. And you're not acting like anything. You see, women, especially when older women get triggered and jealous and envious of younger women, they play this comparison game as if whatever you're doing, they have already done, so it doesn't matter. And I am not taking away from other people's experiences, because naturally, if a woman or a person tends to be older, they might have more experiences than you. But that doesn't mean that they have been successful in all of them. And let them tell it, a jealous, envious woman who happens to be older than the woman whom she's jealous of, she has accomplished what you have accomplished and done what you have done 10 times over. Even if it wasn't successful, the fact that she did it, that's all that matters. So when you start doing something, it's that's cute. Oh, you did that. Oh, we used to do that before. It's like when a woman, old or young, they just can't let you have it. You know, a more seasoned woman, when she's jealous and envious of a younger woman, she's not going to let you have your moment. She's not going to let you experience this thing or just relish in whatever accomplishments or recognition that you're getting. She's going to use condescending behavior in an attempt to make you feel like what you're doing doesn't mean anything. And it's because she sees you thriving in a space where she is not. You often see this in the workplace where women have kind of settled in their positions and they see other women, especially younger women, coming along being successful at it, and they get very jealous, very envious. They go into that mommy mode, and not in a healthy way. What do I mean by that? When older women envy younger women, they start trying to mommy you and make it seem like you are in a constant state of learning. You see, to a woman who is jealous and envious of another woman, she wants to always feel like she's schooling you. And she thinks that you're too dumb to notice that not only is she being condescending, but she's trying to mommy you. It's like women that are jealous and envious of other women sometimes, they only feel good when they feel like they can teach you something, when they feel like they can school you on something. And it's because they don't ever want to give the appearance that they know more, that you know more than them. See, when you come off as a woman who might know more than them or have more knowledge of them, they're going to be hyper condescending. You know, any little thing that you do is going to be discredited and discounted, or they're going to ask you things like, oh, did so-and-so help you with this? Or how did you know to do this? Like, for a woman who is jealous and envious of another woman, and she uses condescension and mommy behavior, she's always trying to school you on something. She can't believe that you just automatically know something. She will assume that somebody else told you, somehow you're copying someone else. I've heard of a woman who actually was in a workplace where one of her coworkers was so jealous of the job that she did on a project, I believe it was like some kind of writing assignment. She accused her of plagiarism. She accused her of copying somebody else's work. She said, that sounds very familiar. That sounds like something that Suzanne said. I'm just making up that name because I don't remember the name she said. But that sounds like something Suzanne said, a couple years ago. Like, did you just copy her paper? See, women, when they try to use condescension and mommy behavior because they're jealous of the fact that you are that girl, that you know what you know, that you're not just a pretty face, but you're also very knowledgeable as well, they like to belittle and try to make you appear as if you are not as great or as knowledgeable as you are. They start accusing you of all different things that you are not guilty of, but because they can't accept the fact that you know more than them, or maybe you know just as much as them, they have to resort to accusing you, mommying you, and using condescending behavior. I want to backtrack on that mommying you, because a lot of women experience this, not just in the workplace, but in their life in general. You see, some women will think that you're too stupid to notice that they're being condescending and that they're mommying you, that they're trying to school you on something that you already know. Now, that's not to say that you're not open to be taught, because as a classy, gracious woman, you're always open to learn, but not from a hater. And see, these women who get jealous and envious of other women and what they know and how they operate, God forbid if you're in the workplace and you operate with an air of confidence around a more seasoned woman who assumes that just because you're young, you don't know anything, that woman will almost malfunction. Her head will almost appear to pop off her shoulders anytime she sees you getting recognition. And I have been in environments where I see some of the more seasoned employees, some of the older women, actually gang up on younger women in the office in an attempt to get them out, simply because they're jealous of the fact that they're being successful in their chosen position. And that's when that mommying comes in. They're always coming along to, quote, help. And this is where condescension and patronizing behavior kind of clashes. So what is patronizing behavior when it comes from a hater, when it comes from a jealous, envious person? So patronizing behavior in general is not good, but patronizing behavior is more subtle. It's often disguised as helpfulness or kindness, but still treating someone as if they're less capable or intelligent. So a woman who is jealous and envious of you, especially in the workplace or an environment where you all have to be together, when she uses patronizing behavior on you, she's going to always act like she's trying to help you. But really what she's saying is that you're too dumb to figure this out. Let me do it. You're too dumb to really understand this. You're not as good as me. Let me do this. So this could look something like, let's say you're doing something very basic. You're stocking shelves. And a woman who is jealous of the fact that you do those kind of things at top speed, you just happen to be very fast at what you do, she will come along and say, oh, you're doing a great job, but look, this is how you should do it. Line it up this way. I know you're trying to move fast, but line it up this way. And that's a real story. I've had so many different kinds of jobs from my teen years up until now. I have dealt with many female managers, female bosses, where they were very condescending, very nasty. They gave the appearance of wanting to help while also trying to make me look stupid. So I know exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this patronizing and condescending behavior. It's enough to make you realize that you are too intelligent to deal with jealous, envious haters, and you need to create your own thing quick. But I digress. But when you're dealing with a jealous, envious woman who uses patronizing behavior and condescension to try to make you appear dumb and they think you don't notice it, that's when those women will try to offer to help you even when you don't need any help. And normally they'll do those kind of things when they see you getting complimented from the higher ups, or from too many coworkers, or from too many people that are around you. You know, the better someone says you're doing, and I have experienced this as well, your managers could be pleased with your work. The general public could be pleased with your work. People could generally like you, like how you look. And a woman who is envious and jealous and wants to use condescending and patronizing behaviors, she will try to get you to change those very things that are making you successful and that everybody is complimenting you on. So your manager might love the way you double space reports. I'm just using that as an example. Your manager might love how you double space reports. Everything is wonderful. The font is wonderful. Don't change a thing. But for a woman who is jealous and envious of the fact that you're getting praised, you're getting recognition, she will say something to you like, I know they say they like the way those reports look, but I think you should do it this way because when I turned in a report that way, they didn't like it and they told me I had to do it over. So you should do it this way. Or you could be getting a lot of compliments on how you look. Oh, I love the fact that you're using brown eyeliner instead of black eyeliner. Oh, I just love that. You know, people are commenting you on that. And a woman who is jealous and envious of the fact that you're actually getting complimented on that subtle change that you made, she'll come along and say, you know what, I think black eyeliner really suits you. It's like whatever the opposite is of the very thing that people like about you, a woman who is envious and jealous and uses patronizing behavior, she wants you to do the opposite because it's not getting as many compliments. It's not getting as much praise. Like, I know that seems very twisted and very toxic, but women who are envious and jealous and use patronizing, condescending behavior, whatever is making you great, whatever is making you successful, whatever is getting you attention, they want you to stop that. And they'll use subtle behaviors like patronizing to make it appear that they're trying to help you when really they're trying to set you back. But see, these women think you're so dumb that you can't notice, or you won't notice, that they're being patronizing, that they're being condescending, that they don't really want to help you. They're actually trying to hurt you. See, women who are envious and jealous of other women, people in general, but I speak to women, when women are jealous and envious of other women, whatever about you that makes you shine the brightest, they want you to do the opposite of that. And they want you to feel the opposite of that. Let's go back to condescension. Because when people use condescending tones with you, and I know a lot of women, especially some Black women, speak about how some other races of women like to speak to them in condescending tones. And while this is all things women, sometimes I will speak directly to Black women because there are certain things that we go through that other races of women, to my knowledge, don't necessarily go through in the hyper amount that we do. So being a Black woman amongst other races of women, sometimes when they believe that you're not capable enough, when they believe you're not intelligent enough, some other races of women will go into overdrive with the condescending behavior and the condescending tones. You know, some people call that microaggression, but I just call it very condescending. It's as if they believe because you are a Black woman and don't let you be a little bit younger, that somehow you're not as smart. You really don't know what we're talking about here. So let me school you. Or that's nice. Oh, did you do that at your previous job? I thought you worked in a supermarket. How do you know how to do those kind of things? How do you know how to do something like that? Like, did you look at a video or something? Condescending behavior. They can't believe that you actually went to school for 4 years, 6 years, got a degree, and became knowledgeable of that subject, of that topic. They can't believe that you actually worked in a workplace and gained the experience over time. So now you're able to be the boss. Now you're able to be the leader. Now you're able to teach other people. Because some people, some women, when they're jealous and envious and they like to use condescending behavior towards you, they just assume because you're young, maybe because you're a woman of color, maybe because you're this or that, you don't know what you know. But see, these people thought you were too dumb to recognize that they were being condescending, and you quickly put them in their place. How do you put a woman, a person, in their place when they're displaying their jealousy and envy toward you in the use of condescending behavior and patronizing behavior? When someone speaks to you in a condescending tone, me personally, I don't answer it. When they speak in a tone as if they're talking to a child who's just learning how to talk or learning how to speak or learning how to read, sometimes I've said, why are you speaking to me that way? Are you okay? My go-to is, are you okay? Because when someone speaks to you as if you're somehow less intelligent, as if you have some kind of intellectual disability, then that to me signifies that they are super envious and jealous of what you're doing, of what you know, of who you are, so much so that they try to talk to you like they're crazy. And that is something that we do not deal with in the workplace or in general. You have some women, because they get so threatened and intimidated by other women, they use condescending, those littles, and oh, that's cute, simply because it really is that cute, simply is because it's really that nice, and they can't handle it. For some people, you are pressure, and it's not that you're trying to be, it's just that you are, as they say, a full package. You know, some women, and I have experienced this in my own life, because of some people's own ignorance, they will assume things about certain people, and then they're surprised when you don't fit what they thought you were. And being a younger Black woman, you know, I think I can speak to this. When you are a younger Black woman, if you are, you know, in a certain environment, some people just assume that you don't know what you know. You know, I actually had someone correct themselves when they were speaking to me, and I forget, I don't know exactly who it was, but they were speaking about something, and instead of using the word juvenile, they act like I didn't understand what that meant, and they corrected it and said young, as if I didn't understand what the word juvenile meant. You know, and sometimes people do those things not because they're envious or jealous, but because they somehow look at themselves as inferior to you. And then when you show them that you're not that, it's like, oh, I didn't know. These people think you're too dumb to recognize when they're being condescending, but you're very much a smart woman. You're very much intellectual, and you can run with the best of them. So condescension and, you know, patronizing behavior, most of the time, these are things, behaviors that jealous, envious people will take part in. And for the most part, I would say ignore it. Unless you have to deal with these things on a day-to-day basis, it can get very annoying to be talked down to, because that's really what it is. People are trying to talk down to you because either they're jealous, envious, or have some kind of superiority complex. Nonetheless, we're not dealing with it. These people thought you were too dumb to recognize they were being condescending and envious and all out toxic. But you checked them, and that's okay. Like and subscribe to the channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the high heel emoji in the comments section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.